do in that fourth quarter that really for three quarters defensively you weren't able to get a hold of?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we finally played with some desperation. I thought Christian came in and provided great energy. I thought that group that was out there provided great energy. To your point, we didn't defend for three quarters, but the bigger picture, looking at last game and looking at tonight, one quarter has cost us a game. And San Antonio was the second quarter. We gave up 42 points. And tonight, third quarter, 37-18. And in this league, against a team that's fifth in the East, you can't play three quarters. Only one quarter of defense and expect to win. So, tough loss. Yeah, our guys fought back, gave ourselves a chance at the end, but 37 points, 63 from the field in that third quarter. And we had 4 turnovers for 9 points. And just our inability to get Nicole the ball in that quarter was definitely problematic.
Michael, do you have an update on Jamal? Obviously, he wasn't able to close, but couldn't return with that left knee soreness.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to speak with Jamal or our trainers yet. So, obviously, after that third quarter, he was unable to come back in the game. So we'll see how it is when I speak to the guys.
On the final shot, it looked like Nicola huddled up. I think maybe it was Mike and maybe Kentavious right before his ball was inbounded. Did he change what you guys had really originally drawn up there?
It was very similar, to what we were trying to do. Getting him the ball. They made a sub to put size on the ball on Aaron Gordon with Claxton. But yeah, obviously Nicola's got a great feel for the game, and it was just a little wrinkle.
Coach, it seemed like MPJ had a really hot start, and then he sat for an extended period in that third quarter, going into the fourth. What was the reason behind that decision?
Yeah, he had a really good half. First half shooting the ball, but everybody in that third quarter played poorly. It wasn't just Michael Porter Jr. Everybody struggled. When you get outscored 37-18. And then the group that was in there in the fourth played well. I rolled with that group. I thought Christian Brown's energy, in 11 minutes, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and had some really good defensive possessions. So it was just when you're down like we were, you're just looking for a spark. You're looking for somebody to give you some life. And I felt that Christian did that.
How difficult is that for him to not play and then to have the impact that he did sitting the whole time and then that impact that you just said?
Yeah, it's, listen, last 3 games, our defense has been non-existent. I'm looking for guys that can guard, and Christian has shown all year long any chance he's been given to play, he's gone out there and done that. He hit a big 3, got to the foul line 3 times, 3 boards. He did a lot of things in short minutes, and that was great to see. That was definitely a small silver lining in another tough loss. But Christian's a pro. For a young kid, he's mature, he's a winner, he's tough, and that's one thing about him. He always stays ready.
What is the key on each side of the floor when a team goes as small as they did tonight and overloads so heavy trying to keep the ball in Nicola's hands?
Proper spacing? Well, I think the first thing, Adam, would be when you get stops in general, it's really hard to implement any game plan because you're getting stops, now you're attacking in transition, and guys may be cross-matched, and you can look to exploit certain matchups early. But when you don't get stops, now you're playing against a set defense. Now their game plan can be that much more effective because they are set. And when we've seen this, quite a bit this year, and Nicola had 35 points, 20 rebounds, 11 assists. But the spacing has to be great in the reaction. There are times where they're switching and they're fronting, and the reaction is 2 seconds too late. We have to see that earlier. And look to flash and look to go in or reverse the ball back and get a repost, whatever it may be. But I think better spacing, better awareness, better reaction, on top of obviously defending to kind of take them out of doing that.
And then defensively, it's just such a challenge, obviously, for a center, Nicola, to be out there like that. What's the key for the team in those minutes on that end of the floor?
Yeah, when they go small, we knew that was going to be a challenge. Once, Finney Smith at the 5, it's going to be just pick and roll after pick and roll. And, sometimes a team will provide a matchup that maybe you can put him on. And with the, when they go small, they are shooting everywhere. And so that we have to realize that if we switch to pick and roll, we have to come back and give help to get Nicola off of a Spencer Dinwiddie and flying around behind it. If we don't switch to pick and roll, then our rotations, we have to full rotate to their shooters and you have to be proactive with that. You can't be reactive. And obviously, there were a few times tonight where we were late in doing so, and that enabled them to make a lot of threes. There was 17 of 44 tonight, which is a far cry from what we've done most of the season from the three-point line on defense.
One more 3-game losing streak, I believe that now ties the season long so far this year. Obviously, teams that have been up and down the last 3 games. What do you just kind of attribute the play to? Is it playing up or down to the level of competition? Is it a matter of buying in late in the season? I mean, what are just your feelings in regards to the last 3 games now moving forward?
Well, Brooklyn's a good team. I mean, like they're fifth in the East. You know what I mean? Like don't just because Kevin Durant's not there, just because Kyrie's not there. They're 5-1 the last 6 games. So give some respect to the opponent that we just played. It happens. You know what I mean? We've been on cruise control for a really long time, just kind of making it look easy. And I think we probably spoiled a lot of people. Like, we're gonna win our last 15 games. We're great. It doesn't work like that. What do you think Golden State's record was after the All-Star break last year? It's 11-12. So it happens. I mean, is it ideal? Hell no. We don't want to lose 3 in a row. And now we're going on a very demanding and difficult 5-game road trip. But I think the most important thing for me as a head coach is that delicate balance of coaching, holding guys accountable, teaching, but also not panicking. Like I mean, losing sucks. All right, we all realize that. But let's stay together. Let's stay poised. And let's find a way to put 48 minutes together. And that's one thing I told our team tonight. San Antonio, that second quarter killed us. Tonight, that third quarter killed us. We have to find a way to not allow a quarter like that if we're going to get out of this losing streak.
Thank you.
Thank you.